Hi everyone, welcome to the channel, or welcome back if you're a returning watcher. I'm George, I'm the Good Lad Gamer, and today I have a cold. So if you think there's something wrong with my voice, or I'm sounding a bit funny, or if I have to cough, I have a cold. It's horrendous. No man should ever go through a cold. No woman should ever go for a cold either, but we all know it's worse for men. Today I'm going to be pulling Sacred Shards for the Champion Chase event needed for Esme. We've got Esme up here. I'm on 80 fragments. We can get 15 fragments from the Champion Chase tournament and another 5 from the Classic Arena Takedown. And then she is all done on my account and she'll be done on both of my accounts. And if we go into the tournament now, you can see that if it loads, that per the different rarity of the champions, we will be getting different things. So if I go this way, you can see for a legendary we get 500 points. I'm pulling Sacred Shards, so there's only a chance of legendaries and epics, which is 250 points, but hopefully we can get enough on both of my accounts to be able to pull enough champions, enough shards to be able to get all the points needed for Esme. Though I do have a bit of a dilemma. I've got 17 Sacred Shards on my Galek account, which is absolutely fine. I'm going to have more than enough shards to be able to do this champion chase, but I only have 6 Sacred Shards on my Galek account, so we might have to mix things up. We might have to do a couple of other shards just to make up the points, but hopefully we can get enough legendaries out of it that we're all good and we don't need to worry about it. It is a ×2 on Sacreds, so there is a higher chance of getting legendaries, but knowing my luck, it's probably not going to be that great. And just before I get into pulling the shards, guys, if you do enjoy my content and want to see more of it, please like the video and subscribe to my channel. I've currently got about 290 subscribers, and the big milestone, my big aim, is to get 300 subscribers. I know that with 300 people watching me, I'm making good content that people actually enjoy and want to see more of. So like the video, subscribe to the channel. Let's get into pulling these sacreds. Okay, we're in the Kale account. My cold is horrendous. I don't know if I'm coming across like I've got really low motivation or if I'm talking funny or anything like that, but please guys forgive me if this isn't a very good video. I'm trying my hardest, but I just want to be able to pull these shards with you guys, celebrate with you guys, and hopefully we get some nice legendaries out of it. And I guess that's all from me. That's my update. I'm feeling crap, guys, so you're going to have to bear with me. But let's get into pulling this first Sacred. Hopefully, a couple of legendaries will make everything better. And we got one straight out of the bat. Look at that. Big Un, there he is. 500 points in the bag for this Champion Chase tournament. And a great champion. I will go through his kit, but Big Un is a great champion and has an AoE on every one of his attacks if you build him right. Let me just quickly get familiar with his kit, and I'll go through his kit with you guys. So on Big Un's A1, attacks one enemy, attacks all enemies one time if the first attack is critical. So if you build him with 100% crit rate, the only time that won't work is if it's a weak hit. He is my campaign farmer on one of my accounts, on my Galek account, and that does happen quite often, but it's still a very quick farm. On his A2, attacks all enemies, has a 30% chance of placing a stun debuff for 1 turn, also places a 50% chance, also has a 50% chance of placing a 50% decreased accuracy for 2 turns, and then on its A3, when ascended, attacks all enemies 2 times, decreases the turn meter by 25%, has a 30% chance of placing a 30% decreased speed debuff for 2 turns, and then he's got all ally accuracy increased by 90 in dungeons. So Big Un, a good champion, guys. Good champion. But we're going to move on. That's 500 in the bag. 1 legendary in the bag. Is it going to be all epics for the rest of it? Oathbound, not interested. Moving on. Maybe we're going to get the double gold. That'll be pretty cool. Kalia, no. Get in the bin. It's going to be all epics. Ambassador Lethalin? Let's go with that. Ambassador Lethalin. Moving on though. No epics, please. 1 more legendary. That'll be really nice. And we've got a Soul Drinker. Not interested again. Go away, epics. Another epic. Farrakhan the Fat, a great epic, I will admit. He's a strong guy. He's a good guy. If you're struggling with, well, damage, I guess, and getting your damage dealers to actually do some damage, then this guy is the guy for you because he has a allies join the attack, but he also does a HP burn and poison, so it makes him quite viable on his own. But we're going to move on from Farrakhan. He's not the legendary that I want, so he can just go away. For all I'm concerned, he can just go away. Cormac, the High Peak, not interested. And that is it. That is it for the Kale account. Let's see if we've got enough points here. Hopefully, I didn't actually add it up. I'm terrible with this sort of stuff. But hopefully, we've got enough here. We do not have enough here. Well, on this account, I'm free to just pull as many sacreds as needed. But I'm not sure how that's going to go on my other account. How many points do I have? So I need another 500 points. So it's either 2 epics or 1 legendary. I say we just go for it. If I can close this and this. Let me make a little bit of room. 2 more room. Get rid of 2 more champions. And we'll go for another 2 Sacred Shards. Let's go. The legendary. It's an epic. Of course it is. Standard. Arndolf. Arndolf can do one. Do one. And a Baroth the Blood Soaked. Let's go and make sure I got enough points on this one. And then we'll go over to the Galek account and I'll have to juggle around some different shards because I don't know what I'm going to do, to be honest. But there we are. We've got all the shards for Esme. Now all I need to do is the classic arena takedown and I should be all good for Esme on the Kale account. And I'll log into the Galek account and we'll do exactly the same thing over there. Okay, here we are on the Galek account. We got 6 Sacreds. It's looking pretty sad. But hopefully we get the back-to-back legendaries and we're all good. We don't need to do any more than 6. So we're going to get straight into it. This cold, guys. It's not a good one. We've got Ultimate Galek. Definitely not interested. Never managed to get Ultimate Galek to work. Other people talk about him like he's a really good champion. Didn't really work for me. Thanasil, not interested. Again, another champion that people have used, but not for me. Not for me one bit. We got a Jarang. These back-to-back legendaries, they best kick in real soon. Oh no. Carolina? Oh, guys. It's not looking good. Hordin. Get out of my face, Hordin. I don't have the energy for you. Oh, all epics, guys. A Royal Knight at the end there. Great champion. Maybe slightly outclassed these days. Who knows? I need to do a lot here, guys. I need to do a lot. I need 1,000 points. Ooh. Ugh. Ancient Shards it is. I need to make a little bit of room, guys. I'll be right back and we'll pull some Ancient Shards, even though it's going to be absolutely tragic. Okay, I've made some room. What have we got? Let's just pull them. 10 at a time. Let's see what we get. I need 1,000 points. What have we got straight out the bat? Oh ho ho! Weren't expecting that though, were we? That's pretty nice. Pretty nice. Modo the Peel? What's he got? Is he one of these super boys? Oh! He's Esme's mate. I didn't realise Esme had a mate. That's quite interesting, actually. Let me go through his kit, guys. I'll make myself familiar with him, and then I'll go through his kit with you. Okay, here we go. We've got Modo the Peel. He's a good-looking guy, isn't he? A good-looking guy. I didn't realise... I thought he was a dwarf there for a minute. Do you not think he looks more like a dwarf than an Orgrin tribe? Just my opinion. On his A1, attacks one enemy 2 times. Has a 50% chance of placing a 60% decreased defense buff for 2 turns. On his A2, attacks all enemies. Has a 75% chance of placing a stun debuff for 1 turn. Places an extra hit on all enemies under stun debuff. If Esme the Dancer is on the same team, will always place an extra hit and ignore 20% of each enemy's defense, which is actually quite a good skill. Quite a good skill if you're gonna use a match, then maybe that's all right. On his A3, attacks all enemies, will ignore shield debuffs. Damage increases by 75% when attacking enemies under Stone Skin debuff. If this attack removes one or more Stone Skin debuff, grants this champion an extra turn. So he's a counter for Stone Skin, which is quite interesting. I probably should have read about this champion if he's part of the old Esme team, but I've never got a matching pair, so I've never really read into it. I've never really considered it. So it's pretty cool that I have him. I'm quite happy to have a matching pair. I just got to do that classic arena takedown, and then I'll have the pair, which is quite nice. And then on his passive, whenever this champion kills an enemy, places a stun debuff on the enemy with the highest turn meter for 2 turns, occurs once per skill. If Esme the Dancer is on the same team, this champion's skill will ignore 50% of each enemy's resistance. Also, if Esme the Dancer is on the same team, places an intercept stack on this champion at the start of their turn. He also has an increase all ally attack in all battles by 30%. So, we got the legendary, but that wasn't 1,000 points, so I'm going to have to do it again. I'm going to have to do these again. So, we're on the second temple. 2 legendaries. I'll take that. 2 legendaries. The luck that I've been having recently, I will take 2 legendaries. That's pretty nice. Pretty cool. I'll take that as a win. An all rare one. Absolutely disgusting. The game hates me. What's that? 690 points I think we've got so far. And we needed 1,000. We got 2 epics in this one. That should be enough points. Let me go and double check, guys. That was a really sad pull at the end there. Really, really not good. But it's not a times 2 on Ancients, so it makes sense. And we got all the points for Esme. So I've got another legendary in the bag. And as I said at the start, guys, I've got a cold. It's horrible. I have 0 motivation and 0 energy, but I wanted to share my shard pulls with you. I wanted to let you guys in on the enjoyment that I have out of pulling shards. And it was. I got 2 legendaries out of it, and with the guarantee of Esme at the end of this sort of fusion, that's 2 extra legendaries on top of that. So in theory, 4 legendaries in one video. Depends how you want to look at it, but I'll take that. I'll take the 2 legendaries from however many shards I pulled. In theory, it would have been 14 sacreds, but I had to sort of make do, so I apologise for that. And as always, guys, if you pulled any champions or any game-changing champions for your account, please do let me know. I'd love to hear about the champions that you got. Maybe I could give you some advice on where to use them, how to build them, etc, etc. And as well, if you enjoy my content and want to see more of it, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.